Grilling in skewers has a special place in Middle East cuisine. The cooks of the Middle East perfected the art of skewer grilling, and now the world as we know today developed a wild craving for these delights. Welcome to Foodie Legends, your go-to source for the best foods to eat around the world and their history. Join us as we dive into three of some of the tastiest skewered delicacies in the Middle East and how to cook and enjoy these in the comforts of your home. Shawarma is arguably one of the most popular Middle Eastern street foods in the world, with various shawarma stalls scattered in the streets of New York and other big cities in the United States.
You ever tried shawarma?
But long before that, shawarma has existed centuries ago. The so-called shawarma technique, or the grilling of meat slices in vertical stacks and cutting it off as it cooks, is known to first appear in the 19th century during the reign of the Ottoman Empire in the form of doner kebab. This doner kebab produced two descendants, the Greek gyro and the Turkish shawarma, and the rest, as they say, is history. Cooking shawarma is a very intensive process, but once you get to eat the fruits of your labor, we can promise that it is worth it. There are four main steps in making shawarma: marinating the meat, making the sauce, making the filling, and lastly, assembling your shawarma. We need the following: 2 pounds of beef top sirloin, thinly sliced, 2 cups of yogurt, 8 cloves of garlic, 1 teaspoon of sumac, 1 teaspoon of coriander, 1 teaspoon allspice, 1 small onion grated, extra virgin olive oil, fresh ground pepper, kosher salt, and tahini. For the marinade, all you need to do is to combine the yogurt, vinegar, crushed garlic, freshly ground pepper, salt, allspice, cardamom pods, and olive oil for that extra flavor and browning. Mix the ingredients together and then add the beef slices, making sure that every centimeter is covered by the rich marinade. Refrigerate it for 8 hours or overnight so that the meat can suck off the flavors very well. For the meantime, you can chill for a while or something. So, see you later. Once the beef is already well marinated, you can grill in the typical way or do it the authentic way, as long as you don't overcook the meat by consistently rotating it in medium heat. If you want to grill the beef the way shawarma stall chefs do, you can try GRILLVANA stainless steel vertical skewers, where you can stack your meat cleanly in a vertical pile with convenient handles and a well-designed shape to prevent the meat juices from spilling off the side and ruining your kitchen. Its size is also suitable for home use, a minimized size of the vertical skewers that you can see in street food stalls. While your beef is cooking, you can prepare the shawarma sauce. You need crushed garlic, lemon juice, plain yogurt, and tahini. Just mix all the ingredients in a bowl for your shawarma sauce and set it aside. In a separate bowl, combine chopped onions, tomatoes, and cucumbers, sprinkling it with sumac, a special Middle Eastern spice. Now you have everything ready. In a warm piece of pita, assemble your roasted beef, shredded to strips or slice in chunks, whatever you prefer. Add your seasoned vegetables and lastly, the sauce. Roll it like an ice cream cone and voila! You now have a fresh piece of shawarma. Have a bite and be proud of what you just did. You deserve it. KOFTA is a very old Middle Eastern delicacy, with some of its earliest recipes found in old Arab cookbooks, citing large lamb meatballs glazed with saffron and egg yolk. The name of the dish itself was derived from a loanword from Urdu, which means pounded meat. Kofta eventually spread to India, Iran, Pakistan, Afghanistan, and all over the Mediterranean region. Overall, kofta is minced meat which are shaped into balls, skewered, and grilled over live coals. Eaten with salad and pita bread, it is no wonder that kofta became such a well-loved dish all over the world.
So good and tasty.
It is easy to make as well. Here are the ingredients: 4 cloves of garlic, minced, 1 teaspoon of kosher salt, 1 pound of ground lamb, 3 tablespoons of grated onion, 3 tablespoons of chopped fresh parsley, 1 tablespoon of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1/2 tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground allspice, 1/2 teaspoon cayenne pepper, 1/4 teaspoon of ground black pepper. First, mash the garlic into a fine paste with some salt. Combine the garlic paste with your ground lamb together with parsley, onion, cumin, cayenne pepper, cinnamon, allspice, and pepper in a bowl. However, if you don't have all these spices available at home, you can simply order NY Spice Shop's Kebab seasoning powder, which has all of the necessary spices that make a good batch of kofta. Rich in flavor, NY Spice Shop's Kebab seasoning powder is suitable even for a vegetarian take on this dish and still maintains the Middle Eastern flair. Once the meat is already blended with the spice, take a fistful of the minced spiced meat and wrap it in your skewer. If you're using wooden skewers, make sure to soak it first on water to prevent it from burning once you put it on the grill. Make sure that the skewer is wrapped with the meat, approximately 1 inch thick. Once you finish the job with the meat, it is time to grill. Lay the skewers down on the grill with medium-high heat, 4 minutes on one side and 3 minutes on the other. And that's how easy it is. Once it is finished cooking, the kofta skewers are ready for serving, paired with pita bread, tomato wedges, onions, and some salad to complement the richness of the meat. Bon appetit! Chicken is one of the most important animals in the world, beloved for its luscious meat and its versatility in cooking. That is why it became such a main star in most Middle Eastern cuisine. Shish TAWOOK was originally born as part of the Ottoman cuisine, making its way to the Middle East by way of trade and conquest. Shish TAWOOK came from the words shish, which means skewer in the Syrian Arabic dialect, while TAWOOK means chicken in Turkish, with the original word being tavuk, which came from the Old Turkic word takagu. These words were adopted into the Lebanese Arabic, Egyptian Arabic, and Syrian Arabic dialects.
By the time I was 20, I'd already learned some 15 languages.
You need the following ingredients to make a perfect batch of shish TAWOOK: 2 pounds of boneless and skinless chicken breasts cut into large chunks, 1/2 cup of yogurt, 1/4 cup of lemon juice, 1/4 cup of olive oil, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 6 garlic cloves crushed, 1 teaspoon paprika, 1 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of oregano, 3/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, and 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. In your large bowl, mix your yogurt, olive oil, lemon juice, tomato paste, salt and pepper for seasoning, and the rest of your spice. That will be your marinade. Add the chicken chunks, coating each piece, and cover the bowl for the flavors to penetrate. Leave it in the fridge for at least 4 hours. Get your chicken from the fridge after the marinating process, skewering the chunks on your skewers just right before you put it on the grill. Grill your skewered chicken 5 to 8 minutes on each side, making sure that it's properly cooked on the inside, with some nice sear. For an optimal grilling experience, it is good to use a skewer that you can turn easily to evenly spread the heat over the meat. GRILLART's kebab skewers are made of stainless steel, with a flat blade so that the entire thing will not turn unless you deem it so. It also has a perfect set of handles that make it easier for you to hold the end of the skewer for turning, and even gloved fingers can fit just fine. Traditionally, SHISH TAWOOK is grilled outside over live coals, but you can use an indoor gas grill as well. After a few minutes of grilling, your SHISH TAWOOK is done, with perfectly cooked meat but still tender thanks to its marinade. SHISH TAWOOK is best eaten as a sandwich, paired with tahini, grilled chili peppers, and with tabbouleh, or any leafy salad that complements the flavorful chicken cube. Now, that's a satisfying meal.
Yummers.
Thanks again for tuning in with us here today at Foodie Legends for our latest episode. I hope you enjoyed some of the Middle Eastern meat skewer recipes that you can try at your home. What's your own take on these delights? Feel free to share it in our comment section. Also, be sure to like this video and click the subscribe button for more delicious content every week. You guys are awesome. Thanks again for watching. See you on the next one.